I know they say there's no such thing as a stupid question, but this question irks my nerves. What have Republicans done for you? Let's be very clear. The difference between me and y'all is I don't need these people to do anything for me. It's my job, no matter who's in the office, to get up and make it happen for myself and my children, period.
Facts.
All I need them to do is run this country. But one thing that I think everybody can agree on is the demonic Democrats for my life. I believe in my morals, my values, my beliefs. God first, my children immediately after. Period. The demonic Democrats are godless and they hate children. Clearly.
What happened to man in there? Well, I guess she said it's for her life, so we just gonna roll with that.
They're running a campaign on aborting babies, and then they want to abort babies up until a mom gives birth, bro. That is satanic. I will never get with that. I don't care what the government doing for you. I don't care what them demonic Democrats doing for you, that you have to go against everything. I don't care. I will never subscribe to it. I will never subscribe to kids, the little girl getting her body mutilated to be a little boy. And
I think that she's right. I'm going to get to the rest of the video, and I always like to give credit to the content creator, so make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. The best time to join the Patreon is the beginning of the month. There's some phenomenal stuff. If you didn't watch the last Stock Club video, then you're really missing out. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off life. Shout out to Teach Henley for holding us down. Make sure y'all get that. Ladies, get it for the fellas. Fellas, don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. A couple different things that I want to address that she said already. The first thing that I want to address is the whole logic behind they're asking you, what are they going to do for you? I do not like that question because I think that is absolutely stupid. Now, when we say, what are they going to do for you? It's additional context, right? And I'm going to explain to you the difference from the Democratic Party and the Republican Party really quickly. Cliff notes, all right? Democratic Party tie you to the party by continuing to give you the things that's the worst for you. They incentivize your children or the women to leave the homes. They also leverage the family court system in order to empower them to do the thing that's not for you. That also incentivizes people to break up the home. Then they gave you Section 8, social services, overtax you in order to make sure that they support a lot of these migrants. They have agendas and things, and then they basically stay in power by continuing to give you scraps and crumbs that's not best for you, but instead of opening it up and incentivizing you to be able to create for yourself, is what Republicans do. Republicans believe in less government, smaller government. You shouldn't have, for example, reproductive rights, that whole argument being hoarded over by the federal government. We want less government. We don't want socialism. We don't want communism. We want less government. And what that does is it kicks it back down to the states. So how you vote, and based off of whatever is happening in the legislature in your state, that's what then determines what laws are put into place in order for you to be able to do what you want to do with your body, and so on and so forth. And so it should be a state responsibility, not government overreach. And that's where Republicans largely stand. They're not looking to ban it on a federal level. They don't want to be involved in it on a federal level. And so I'm not interested in the government giving me anything. I want the government to get out of my way. I want them to not tax me so much. I want them to not give my dollars over to Ukraine. I want them to not let illegal immigrants come into the country and then get my federal tax dollars to do what they want to do with it. I want less taxes, smaller government. I also want them to make sure that they protect our American soil and run our government the way it's supposed to. We had no new wars through 2016 through 2020. And I want them to stop manufacturing issues that then tie us back to the Democratic Party. The feminism, homosexuality movement as far as the alphabet community, migrant movement, hijacking the civil rights era, affirmative action, all of that is bullshit. It's all bullshit. I don't care what you do in your house. I want you to stay out of minds. You shouldn't be putting all of these books inside of these classrooms. That's not conducive for our children. Our children are the ones that's going to pay for the sins of their father. So when we talk about the difference between the Democrat and the Republican Party, that is the big differences. They tie you to things by promising you things that they don't deliver, and then they underhand and underswipe you and then continue to ruin your life. The other one is saying, listen, we need to do the fundamentals, protect our borders, give you freedom of speech, all of this stuff, but don't have too much government overreach. In a general, sum. But I also think that she's right as far as the fact that I can never agree with a party that's so egregious that they have a Planned Parenthood mobile vans and whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they had, tents and all of that stuff, pulling up to the Democratic National Convention and they putting it in front of y'all face and acting like it's cool. I would never rock out with somebody that absolutely goes against what we stand for the most part, and biblical scriptures and principles as far as repurposing even a flag, even a rainbow. They repurpose it from being a covenant with God in order to be something that represents something that's the opposite of what God wanted. And it don't mean that we don't sin, but we don't just throw it in each other's face and say this is right and that's wrong. That's crazy, and I don't want you to force your ideologies on me. But let her cook.
I would never be for a little boy getting his body mutilated to become a little girl. I would never be for the delusions that they're trying to now put into kids' minds. When Obama came and did for his people, and no offense to the LGBTQ, but like I said, I believe in God. So I believe in man and woman, period. But they forced other people's delusions or what other people believe or what other people believe that they are. That's not for me to argue with it. Whatever you believe you are is whatever you believe you are. But Obama came in, made that happen for his people, and then the moment you believe in man and woman, and then you have a man thinking he's a woman and a woman thinking she's a man, and let you not believe that. Now you all over the internet being called transphobic. No, I don't hate you. Right. I just don't believe what you believe in. I don't believe in your ideologies, and I think that's okay. But they did that, and they made you conform to that. I draw the line at conforming to that with the kids. Bro, they did that with adults. Who cares? There's no way I'm going to be okay with them taking these little kids' minds. Period. They use y'all ignorance to push their satanic agendas. Y'all's ignorance to push their satanic agendas. Y'all ignorance to say you believe in God, but you're pushing satanic ignorance because you're scared or you're fearful. And we all know fear is not of God either. We all know that hate is not of God either. But they use your ignorance against you. And now you're conforming to their satanic agendas. You're conforming to the way of the world. I'm not doing that. I don't care. So I don't care what the Republicans do. Long as they don't believe in mutilating kids, long as they bring somewhat God back to this wicked earth, I don't care. Y'all know how it used to be God bless America? Them demonic Democrats are trying to make it America. Y'all remember it used to be one nation under God? Them demonic Democrats are trying to make it one nation, no God. I would never conform to that. Period. And people been in office for 12 of the last 16 years, and they still haven't done anything for you. Y'all are still waiting for them to do something for you. The 4 years that man was in office, Trump was in office, it was peace in the Middle East.
Talk about it. No new wars like a mug, right?
Now it's nothing but chaos. And then you let Obama get on the stage and say we don't need another 4 years of chaos and all this extra stuff that they're causing. They're causing all these wars. Yep, the stuff that's coming to the States right now, these Venezuelan gangs, I'm going to let y'all in on the secret. That's them.
She's 100% right. And so what you see at your doorstep is largely based off of how it is that they supported or lack of support for closing off our borders. And they fought Trump tooth and nail in order to get this into y'all doorstep. If he wasn't president in 2016, then y'all would have had it even faster than that. But they fought him tooth and nail in order to get him to get y'all this. And then they gave y'all this, and they opened up the border, and they let these people overrun y'all, and they gave you all of the stuff that they fighting against. And so I don't trust him either. I don't care how much y'all like him or whatever it is. Listen, man, I don't trust these people. I think this woman is absolutely spot on. I'm curious as to what y'all think. Again, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Also, teach Hanley 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. You agree with her, you disagree with her. Let me know.